Hello and welcome to our first match with our Sapphire Diamond Splash Splash Blood draft deck here. Opponent's mulliganing to 5 on the play. This hand is pretty good. We're missing a second Diamond Threshold for our Spearcliff Captain. We get to go Sage on 1 into Cloudrunner plus Windborn Ascension on 2 into whatever the Windborn Ascension conscripted on 3. So it's like really solid curve. It's going to use all of our resources here. From the opponent, sure. Go ahead and just run out this Cloudrunner. Hopefully we hit a second diamond so we can play this. Have 2 draw steps to hit that. Cloudrunner's pretty good. It's going to hold all of our idiots at bay here. That's really unfortunate for us, actually. Let's then trigger this as well. I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and play the Spearcliff Captain out now since I can't stack anyways. That's a pretty big problem. That's also a problem. I guess I can play this and then play the Chimera card here. And then I can Valor here, and then they can't attack him with Domestic Naturalist. Basically at a board stall here. We get to our Champion Power in 2 turns, but that's like gonna help us break up these flying troops that they have, unfortunately. Mystic Naturalist is a bomb. Every time it diligences, it summons a 2/2 flyer. If they have removal for our Cloudrunner here, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. We have a combat trick here, we're going to be in trouble too. They attack with this, we're just like snap calling because we can't afford to have that keep happening. Play that for sure. When this attacks, it gets plus power equal to its defense until end of turn. So if I put this on here, this will attack as a 4. That seems reasonable. 4/2 when it attacks, if I understand this correctly. Perfect. That's annoying, but not the end of the world. Just trade almost even here. They got the shift off of this, but we got the Valor onto something else. Go ahead and grab a Blood Threshold with this Storko. Play this Roidbot out that we don't actually need the effect from. Oh, I'm sorry. My life total has been covered here this entire time. We're at 21. Opponent draws and discards for Champion Power. Goes through a shard. Firebrand. That's not bad for us this turn, but it does mean next turn they can Valor this and then attack with both of these. We're Valoring the Cloudbounder. Okay, I guess they're just going to start getting in pop shots with that. That's fair. I'd really like a Phoenix Guard Lancer. We're taking one more hit from this. We've got 2 Chastises and 2 Phoenix Guard Lancers in our deck that can, like, make this be not scary. So we got a Lamify too. Opponent drawing and discarding again. Probably going to bin another shard. Yep. I'm going to run the no blocks here again. Because I block with, like, Cloudrunner Press Plant, but I only have 3 power left, so I can't block the Mystic Naturalist profitably. Not going to be able to run away with the game. So some Queen Sage. Yeah, I guess we're just passing. I think we're taking one more hit from this before we start jump blocking it. Need one of our 4 or 5. I guess Outflank's a good draw too. It would let us beat this in combat. So I've got like 6 good draws and 26 cards. It's a good number. And we're keep flooding. I'm going to jump with the Phantom this turn. I don't think we can afford to use our life total too liberally. We've already taken 8 off of this. They could have things like blitzes or other things. Blitz would be really bad for us because it would allow them to punch through damage and diligence this Mystic Naturalist. Flood, flood, flood. Flood, flood, flood. Remember, TCGs have variance by design, and sometimes you're just gonna lose a game where you didn't make any mistakes, and that's just something you gotta be okay with. Jumping in here. Hey, Lamify. Alright, so this might seem counterintuitive, but I'm actually going to Lamify the Mystic Naturalist. And the reason why I'm doing this is I can now double block this and not feel bad basically trading my 3-3 for their 4-4. And then I can start attacking with my 2-2 flyer in the air if they do that. So we'll be ahead on board at that point. They have a trick or removal spell of some sort here that'll be bad for us, but it'd be in a bad spot regardless of which one they hit here, so... Iotachi Cavalry, sure. This card like this is a reason to have kept our life total high. Yep, and they're done attacking now. You know, it's very possible I should have held Lamify so that way they make this attack again, so I can double block and then Lamify this on my next turn. Yeah, that's probably what I should have done. This sweep away means I can put this Iotachi Cavalry back into my opponent's hand. Should they draw a Valor Producer in response to them Valoring it. And now we're just kind of like waiting for a Phoenix Guard Lancer here. Like that. Go pass here. Love to hit a Chastise. I might just sweep this away at end step, honestly. This is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And just kill them in 2 in the air. Yeah, I'm just gonna sweep this away. I'm just gonna try and kill them in 2 attacks in the air. This gives us another blocker on the ground. We'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blockers, plus whatever we draw this turn. Perfect. That's actually really perfect because now it means that even if they block this Phoenix Guard Lancer next turn, I still have 10 power in the air. This could also revert the Valor off of my opponent's Cloudbounder. Flooded a little bit, but it looks like we hit that Lamify just soon enough to stabilize this game. Probably going to bring in the 3rd Chastise for the next game because it looks like most of my opponent's troops die to that, so just be another piece of quality removal, maybe over the outflank or the blind side, perhaps. What you got, what you got, what you got, opponent? See if they have a way to stop the fact that they're dead on board. Alright, this might just be an attack with everything and hope for the best. Holy crap. It might just be an attack with everything and kill me. Okay, well, if we block this here, and this here, and this here. I guess I want this to block the possibly unblockable guy. Take 1, 2, 3. Yep. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I thought I counted 10. So what am I? Huh. I guess I'm just shipping with this now, right? Maybe this too. They want to take that trade, then they go to 6. Yeah, like that. I must have miscounted. Thought they were dead through the blocker. Crackling Magma was pretty good. It's definitely something to keep in mind. Take deck for their champion power for another time here. Yep. We want to block all of their troops this turn. I guess we could technically let this one through. Want to make sure we don't die to a blitz inside of this combat step. Cards could Salt the Talon. Alright, I said I want the extra Chastise in based on the cards in their deck. I think I went from this blind side. Wallbuster might be okay too. Yeah, I'm just gonna submit, I think. Chastise can kill their unblockable, or can only be blocked by Valorous things. Alright, waiting for the opponent to submit here. Up a game, feeling good. Didn't get to Twilight River in our opponent that game, but you know, details. Got the Phoenix Guard Lancer, got some quality top end bombs here. Sorry for the bit of congestion this morning. My plague toddler brought home the illness from school. Darn kids in the petri dish they live in. Seems very reasonable. We got Mooncall Ceremony on 1 into the Conscript Troop on 2. This can provide us the threshold we need. This can provide us the threshold we need. So we've got all of our thresholds. We need double diamond, single blood, single sapphire. This has all of those. Cloud Runner, excellent. Mooncall Ceremony here. Then play this on 2, and then our 3 can be Awaken Herald into Cloud Runner. Okay, so this, and hitting the Empower Troops with this card is very good, because I can empower this into a 4-cost 6/4, so I'm actually just going to play this Awaken Herald here and grab Sapphire. I'm going to wait till 4 to play this Dorko out. That's a pretty strong curve for my opponent. I'm going to be able to Valor this now and then start attacking with it as an unblockable troop, just on a very real clock. That would put that extra Chastise in our deck. Turn a ton playing that out here. The question now becomes, am I playing this out as a slow shard now or not? I don't think I am. We get punished if we draw exactly Twilight River this way, but I'd like to hold this in case we draw one of our other blood sources. Because if we draw a blood source here, we can snap off that great deal. I figured they'd not take that and then attack back, and then we outflank and kill their guy, but I'm pretty happy with that exchange, I think. So dead in 7 to this cavalry here. Sky Spider Scholar, sure. And they miss their resource drop. That's good for us. Play this out. Empower this 6/4, which means it'll be able to attack through the Sky Spider Scholar, which is pretty good for us. Again, empowering doubles every number on the card, so it doubles that reduced to only a 4 instead of a 6 like it is when it's a 3. And it turns the 3/2 stats into 6/4 stats. So. Can't block here, we're not Valorous. Perfect. Let's Islamify this, which will mean we can start blocking it inside of combat. You know, I should have played the Razor Edge Duelist here first, actually. But spilt milk. And we're going to get punished for our line here because now I want to outflank this, and we knew they had that card too. So now I can't, if I would have played the Razor Edge Duelist out, I would have been able to mobilize the outflank off of the Razor Edge Duelist here, and then I'd have a Duelist in play that's going to start diligencing next turn. I guess that's not super relevant because this, it can't attack through this anyways, but still, just like lost some efficiency there. Alright, I'm just going to play this out for a charge, and then go Duelist plus Cerulean Sage into Champion Power here, and hopefully just win this race in the air. Duelist trades with their Llama. Opponent's down to 2 cards in hand, but 1 more resource means they can Skyspire Scholar. They also have a champion activation in the bank here. So we're ahead on board, but we're definitely not ahead in the game overall, depending on the context of my opponent's hand here. We have them dead in 4, which feels pretty good, though. They're discarding another non-resource here. That'd be great for us. Alright, they've been to resource. They have the 6 for this. Hopefully they take this turn off and just draw some cards so we can keep pressuring them. If this can get in this turn with Diligence, that would be fantastic. 10 out of 10 snapping this straight off. This isn't attacking through this 06 anyways. Pass. Pass. That's the best card they could have had there. Just Eyes. Alright. Sorry. Well, have to pump the brakes now, unfortunately. Yeah, not a whole lot to say about that. Looking for Phoenix Guard Lancers and Chastises again. Windborne Ascension is probably pretty reasonable as well. It's unfortunate that we have to pump the brakes here because they're going to get to use this to draw 2 cards next turn. Opponent correctly identifying that they should choose to not be resource efficient and they should gum up the air. Cloudbounder is such a powerful card. 3/3 flyers are OP. The old 4/4 flying unblockable. Deal. Coffees for closers, and Rizik's getting him a cup of joe. They already played 1 Blazing Hammer. We'll see if they have a second one. They have something like Shackling Strands too to deal with Rizik's. Maybe Explosive Interlude. Explosive Interlude. That lets this become a 4/4, which means it can Phoenix Guard Lancer becomes a worse top deck. Chastise is still great though. Smart on my opponent's part to wait on the Valor just in case we do a piece of removal here. I guess I could possibly have like a Verdict or a Dingle or something here. Just swing for the fence here. This will start getting Diligence, which is nice. There's no reason to block a 0 power guy like that. Like, it can only end poorly for you. Now they're dead in 2 in the air, so they're going to need removal or another Cloudbounder or something to gum things up. Deactivate their champion power here. So opponent's drawn a couple more resources than us, but they've also drawn 6 more cards than us, so that's probably to be expected. You have a piece of removal here, or quick action or something? We're still just like turning our squad sideways, right? Even if they can like kill the Sage or the Cloud Runner, they're dead in 3 instead of 2. Crackling Tide, sure. Extra resource here. Pass the turn. This is going to lose its bonus next turn. Coral Witch makes one of the cards with their hand cheaper. That's fine. It also doesn't attack into our O3 or block it profitably on the ground. They're dead in 2 to our flyers. Hi, Declan Scott. You come say hi? Hi, Internet. My name is Declan. Whoa. Opponent draw discards through another resource here. There's the Valor. Okay, that keeps the Cerulean Sage at bay. That's a fantastic draw. So now they need to answer the entire board. I'm going to attack them down to 3 here, and then these are lethal. And the Phoenix Guard Lancer is lethal, and the Cerulean Sage is going to get to mobilize next, or Diligence next turn into another flyer, so we need to dodge like Lasgar's Vengeance here, basically. Even Dreadend, they're still dead. Say, what you got, what you got, what you got, opponent? They have their Consult the Talons, so they're figuring out should they mobilize. The answer is yes, you should mobilize both your troops if you have a Consult the Talon. Opponent mentioning that they got a little bit flooded. Well, when you draw most of your cards, you're going to see most of your shards. Puts us to a 1-0 start. Ada, still great, turns out. Alright, stay tuned for the second match here. Don't go anywhere, folks.